This is the Garmin VIRB Ultra 30, and it's a sports camera competing against the very famous GoPro series of cameras. And to do that, the VIRB does pack a few tricks up its sleeve, but before we get into those, let's take a look at the camera and some of its specifications. Immediately after taking it out of its box, I noticed it feels very durable, well built, and definitely up to par with its main competitors. I also like the red and black color scheme, and that the camera is so small and light, which obviously makes it great for mounting on, for example, a helmet or on a chest strap. Along the top, you'll find your speaker, a left button for navigating the menu, which also acts as a power button when held in, and next to that is a right button which also acts as a Wi-Fi enabler. The big round button to your right is of course the shutter button for taking pictures, and the sturdy switch on the side of it is for taking videos. On the right side, you'll find the switch for opening up the battery and microSD card compartment, which is located at the bottom of the camera. On the other side, there's the charging and USB connectivity port, and also a mini HDMI port. On the front, you have two LED lights blinking green when the camera is turned on and not doing anything, and blinking red when it's filming. Bracing through the menu of the VIRB is very easy. It's also responsive and the UI is quite intuitive. When the camera is in its 40-meter water-resistant case, the aforementioned left and right buttons do the job just fine, but the touch functions still work, just not as good. Now, swiping from the left gives you access to some quick tools regarding resolution, frame rates, and what mode you're in, such as slow motion and time-lapse. Swiping from the top gives you access to enable Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, connect a compatible Garmin watch as a controller, and also connect sensors such as a heart rate sensor to show your current heart rate in the video recordings, which is very cool. And lastly, swiping from the bottom gives you the main menu where you can change the settings more in detail. Now, the price is $400. It can shoot video at 4K and at 30 FPS at the maximum, but if you favor frame rate over resolution, it can also shoot at 2.7K at 60 FPS and also 1080p at a whopping 96 frames per second, which is great for slow-mo. Now, at the full 4K resolution, the setting to enable stabilization is grayed out, so if you want to stabilize your shots, you're gonna have to record at 1080p or 1440p. However, I did not find filming at 4K to have a lot of stabilization issues anyway, because the camera's lens is so wide, and therefore you will not notice bumps and shaking as much as you would on a camera with a more standard focal length. The thing that really sets the Garmin VIRB cameras apart from the GoPros is the G-Metrics feature, which uses the camera's inbuilt GPS and various different sensors to determine things like speed, distance, and altitude. It can also show you a map of where you've been. And the really cool thing with this is that if you download the app or program on your computer, you can add that data as an overlay on the video, showing your viewers exactly what's going on as it's happening in the video. If you connect the camera to your phone, you can also even live stream this video feed to YouTube, which is very cool. Now, with everything said, let's take a look at the compilation of some clips I took with the VIRB 30. It was snowing outside, so I didn't want to go out and run and kill my lungs, but I took a few video shots to show you guys the actual quality of the VIRB 30. So without delaying this video anymore, let's roll the footage, and I'm out. Peace.